What's up, Rangers? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to my channel. So if you saw my last video that went up today, it was the review of the Cheetah Beast Blaster. Today, I'm also doing another review of the Beast Morphers action figures, the main three Rangers, which is wave 1 of the Ranger figures, because I figured out how I'm gonna categorize the videos. So here it is, wave 1 of the Ranger figures. So before we take a look at the figures in detail and their accessories, let's jump into the packaging. So let me just take these out of the way. Okay, so for the packaging, we've got Red Ranger packaging right here. Now, here's the Red Ranger packaging, very nice. It says Saban's Power Rangers right there. You got the Hasbro watermark right there. It says Red Ranger, and as you guys can tell, there's a picture of the Red Ranger right there. Beast Morphers logo is up here, and then the Morpher with the key showing you what it can do. Side of the package just has an open clear window. This side of the package has a nice image of the Red Ranger, and then the back of the package has all the other figures in this line that you can collect. The Red Ranger with his 2 weapons, and that the key can be used as an accessory or weapon, and then showing you in the Morpher again. Then we've got Yellow Ranger packaging. Same deal, all that, just as Yellow Ranger. Shows you the Morpher with her key, and then Yellow Ranger up there. Yellow Ranger down here on the side. Same deal on the back, showing you all the figures that you can collect, and all that fun stuff. Blue Ranger, same kind of deal. You got him up top, the Blue Ranger name right there. Saban's Power Rangers. The Morpher with the Blue Ranger key. Blue Ranger on the side right there. And then Blue Ranger, Morpher again with the key, Morphix key being attached to the Blue Ranger, and then all the other figures that you can collect. Now, I want to just say Hasbro did a nice job with all the figure packaging, because in previous packagings that we've gotten for figures, it's always had the Red Ranger on them. But Hasbro decided to take a step forward and put each individual Ranger onto a package. Meaning, so normally what I would think, when I first thought of buying the toys, I thought that it was going to be like Bandai. Like, I was going to go to the store, buy them, they were going to have not a lot of paint detail, and it was going to be the Red Ranger on every single package. But when I purchased them, I was happy with the way that they turned out, because A, the figures are great. You'll see them in a little while in this video. The packaging looks great, and I'm just happy overall with the way that Hasbro has been working this series and getting the figures to look freaking amazing. So, guys, let's jump right into the video. Let's jump right into the review, of the figures. Alright, Rangers, here are the figures that we're going to be taking a look at today. And I just want to say that before I go into full detail about them, I like how Hasbro did them. I like the articulation, which we're going to take a look at. I like everything that they come with, and I'll go into full detail. So, let's start with the Red Ranger. So we'll move these to the side, out of frame, or you can still see them. Let's just move them to the sides. Here, move them to the side, and we'll just focus on the Red Ranger. So I'm gonna zoom in so that the camera could focus. Okay, so now here's the Red Ranger right here. Okay, he's got nice paint apps on him. The head sculpt is fully painted. Just the head sculpt looks great. The weapons he comes with are fully painted, which are a Beast saber right there. Trying to get the camera to focus. It's fully painted. And then he comes with a Cheetah Beast Blaster right there, which is kind of unique and cool that he comes with that. Well, it is his weapon. So he comes with the Cheetah Beast Blaster, which I just dropped. So here it is right there, guys. It's a miniature version. It's missing a little bit of the paint apps. I noticed it. Like it's missing some of the details, but for what it's worth, it's an overall nice figure. The helmet sculpt looks nice. The visor, nice red that they used. They didn't like. The visor just looks great. I like how it's a different shade of red than the actual suit. The silver is shiny. The one nitpick that I have is on their shoulder pads, and I'll mention, but I gotta get the figure in close. They have these transporters, which is not fully painted, but that's just one minor nitpick that I've had. The Morphers are fully painted. It's got orange paint right there, and then blue and silver on the dial. There's a lot of, sorry about that if my camera just moved, I bumped into it. There's a lot of posability that you can do with this figure. You can give him full 360 rotation. You can have him pointing that way. You can have his arm come up like he's going to salute somebody. Yeah, so you can do a lot of posability with that. So that's kind of cool. But yeah. So that's the posability with the arms. The legs, you can come out like that, so you can do like some sort of a kick. You've got knee bending, so like if you want him kneeling, or if you want him, yeah, if you actually want him kneeling, you can have him kneeling like that, which is kind of cool. So yeah, nice posability you can do there. Head sculpt, very nice. The helmet overall details looks very nice. Okay, now the weapons he can hold, sometimes they're a little loose, so and they can drop them, so you got to be careful with how you put them in there. But like he's holding it just fine right now. So, and sometimes you got to position them so they don't fall, because like right now he could fall. So, but yeah, that's the Red Ranger. So I'm gonna put his saber back in his hand. And yeah, overall the paint apps on the figure and the weapon are great. And as you guys can tell, he just dropped his Cheetah Beast Blaster. So overall the figure looks great. He's the head honcho, the big ranger. He is one of the main, he is the leader of the team. He's amazing, and I just love the way that he looks, especially. Oh, and then the back of the figure, I didn't show you, has paint going all around. On a Bandai figure, we didn't get paint going all around on Bandai figures. And for some reason excuse me a second, just admire the background. The weapons, sometimes they have a hard time holding them straight up, so I'm putting the weapons back in his hand. But yeah, overall, very nice figure. and I can't wait to show you the other two. So the reason that I started with the Red Ranger is because he was in the middle and he's the leader of the team. So we'll put him to the side. Oh, but before I show you the other Rangers, I'm going to demonstrate this in a little later in the video. But he comes with a Morph X key. This is the Cheetah Morph X key, and it's specific to the sounds. If you remember seeing my Beast X Morpher review, which I filmed back in July, the key that was on that 3 key dongle was the Red Ranger key, which is in my hand. So I will show you the sounds that this makes, because it's the same sounds. But before we take a look at the keys and in the Morpher, let's get on with the video. So put the Red Ranger aside and grab the Yellow Ranger. Okay. So here we've got Zoe Reeves, the Yellow Ranger, who's got Jackrabbit DNA. So here's this video. Here's her figure. I can't talk today, I'm sorry guys. Here's her figure. She looks very nice. She comes with the same Beast X saber, so I'm not going to show you that. But she comes with a Beast X blaster right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it comes fully painted with a little bit of blue and silver. The inside of it is just plain black, which is fine. And the yellow that they used on her is a nice yellow, especially on the visor, because it's like a shimmery yellow that is different than... I think all the figures have that, which is nice, because it stands out more. So that's kind of cool. The silver paint is a nice thing. It goes all around, and this is one of the figures that can actually, like, I think sit down. Yeah, she can actually sit down if she wanted to. So, like, you can have her sitting if you display her that way. Because in previous figures, the articulation, the skirts that they had, they weren't able to sit down properly. So I'm glad that we finally got a figure that can sit down properly and have some dynamic poses, if you will. So yeah. Let me just put her blaster back in her hand, and then we can continue. So now the Morpher on her arm is also fully painted, as you guys can see right there, fully painted. Just note that on all my figures that I'll be reviewing for the main Rangers, they don't have the transporters painted, which kind of irks me, but it's fine. And then her Morphex key is right here, and her key, she's a Jackrabbit. Her DNA got merged with a Jackrabbit, so here's the key. It looks like a Jackrabbit. And then, oh, I forgot to mention that these can also be used as weapons. I think I mentioned that when I was reviewing the packaging. However, I will not be demonstrating putting these on because it's a pain to do. So yeah. But here's the Blue Ranger. He's nice. He looks great. The head sculpts on all of them just look phenomenal. The paint on him is even better. The blue and silver, I like the way that it looks. The head sculpt, the helmet visor is great. It's got blue. It's got like a shiny blue. The Morpher's painted, and he comes with the let me put him down. Excuse me, guys. He comes with a Beast X cannon, which is the Beast X saber and the Beast X blaster combined together. And as you guys can tell, it is fully painted. It's a very nice weapon. I hope that we get a Beast X blaster in the deluxe toy line, hopefully. Maybe next season of Beast Morphers, which is coming out this year. Hopefully that we get one, because I haven't heard anything. So maybe we're not getting it, but hopefully we do. Because Hasbro does own the toy line and the franchise, and they could surprise us with one. But yeah, overall, he's a nice figure. I can get them to stand on their own. I don't have to use any fun tack or anything. And then the Blue Ranger's key is to represent a gorilla. So here is his key. Okay, now I'm going to show you the sounds in the Morpher. So let's get to that. Alright guys, so here's the Morpher. I'm going to go over the sounds, so let me turn it on. Turn it on and just hit this button. You get that activation noise. So now, let's go over the keys. Now, I'm not going to hit the button on the top every time. I'll only do it for this key because they all make the same sounds. So, you put the key in. Okay.
Key to beast power, red!
Hit the button.
Are you ready? Say, it's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time. So you get lights and sounds and all that, and then with the key in there, if you move it around,
Unleash the beast!
you get that noise. So that's the Red Ranger's key that I believe I showed in the Beast X Morpher review when it was on the key dongle. So it's the same sounds. So now I'll show you another key. The Yellow Ranger's key right here. Okay. So you've got Yellow Ranger's key.
Slice the seed,
Whoops.
Rangers!
Hold on. I need to do this off camera. Okay, so you guys, I don't know if you heard that, so let me do it again. So it depends on how you insert the key.
Jackrabbit Beast Power, yellow!
But that's her sound. It's Jackrabbit Beast Power, yellow, because she's a yellow Power Ranger and her DNA is copied from a Jackrabbit. So now we hit the button again and...
You messed with the wrong Ranger! Jackrabbit Beast Power, yellow!
You get those two sounds and then it'll jump to the generic sounds.
Rangers, it's go time!
Like that, it'll jump to the generic sounds. So that's her key inside the Morpher. And then, we've got the Blue Ranger's key right here. So, yeah, open his key and put it into the Morpher.
Blue Ranger power!
And he said Blue Ranger power. So I'm guessing that we're getting another Morph X key, hopefully in the second season, because this key is the only one that says Blue Ranger power. And I kind of thought that when I first got his key, it was going to say Gorilla Beast power, but there's another key that does that. So let's hit the button.
Don't worry, Smash, I got this!
So his two sounds are Blue Ranger power and Don't Worry Smash, I've got this. So and I'm not going to go over the morph sounds, but those are the keys in the Morpher. So, now to give you guys my final thoughts on this, on these figures. Oh, that's interesting. You put the key down. If you move the nightstand, the Morpher picks up. Alright guys, so now to give you guys my final thoughts on the Beast Morpher action figure. Alright Rangers, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Do I recommend these figures? The answer is yes, for a couple of reasons, and I'm going to tell you guys them right now. So, reason number one, you get a nice group of accessories with them. They come with fully painted weapons. They come with the Morph X keys, which are compatible with the Morpher, which you just saw. They're also good for roleplay. You actually need the keys. You actually need to collect the figures in order to get the keys if you want to do the roleplay and pretend to be the Power Rangers. So, yes, it kind of sucks that you need to get the figures for the keys, but in retrospect it also doesn't, because the keys are the gimmick for the toy line. So if you don't get the figures, you're not going to get the keys, and then you're going to be kind of at a hardship because you're not going to have all the keys. So luckily we got the keys. It's going to be fun. There are a lot of keys in this toy line, so you'll see more of them. But I also have a couple of other reasons. They're great for a collection. So for all you collectors out there, and for the kids can have fun with these weapons and toys to play with. But for adult collectors, which these videos are geared towards, if you haven't picked any of these up, hit up Amazon, go to your local toy store like Walmart, Target, see if they're there, pick them up, because these are very collectible and very fun toys to just have on a display. As you guys have seen in previous videos, what I'm using to film on is my nightstand, which is where the figures were being displayed. So, yeah. So, anyway, the figures are great. They're cheap too. They're $10 a figure. So go make sure to hit up Walmart, Target, or Amazon and pick these up. And yeah. And then they come with fully painted weapons. They've got great articulation. I mean, if it wasn't for Hasbro, I don't think I would have picked up any more Power Ranger toys, because I didn't know what Hasbro was going to do with the toy line. Then when I saw other YouTubers review the stuff, I kind of was saying to myself, you know, I love the Power Rangers, and I like to keep my collection going. So Beast Morphers, I wanted to collect, and here they are. I've got them. And I just have so many videos coming for you guys, you have no idea. But anyway, I'm going to close off this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back soon with many, 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 many more good videos. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to comment down below what you guys want to see next. I'm your Power Ranger fan signing out. Don't forget to stay awesome and keep it awesome. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.